Okay, now that we've actually got our gravel base done, I've actually gone and done one other thing, and that is I've gone and removed the center stake here in order to start spreading the sand. As you can see right here, I've actually gone and drawn the line for our sand on the outside stake so we can still keep our marker, but be able to smooth the sand in the center. That center stake would have caused a problem in trying to do smooth this side and then that side. But we still need the pink line in order to make sure that we're still on track for our brick top. Now that we've actually gotten the gravel base done, we're going to actually take our 2 3/4 inch aluminum conduit piping and use them as tracks in order to smooth the sand out. We're going to have to place them in a way that allows us to do on 2 sides. My board isn't quite wide enough to get the entire distance. It would be better if you actually did get a board to go across the entire distance so you don't have to do this 2 times. But again, I'm trying to use materials that I already own instead of going out and buying new materials. There are other people who actually take these and then have a little slit in between them to push the sand down too. It's not a bad idea. I'm trying it this way just to try to save a little time and not have to cut out different things, since I'll be using 2 sides of it. So to lay these out, we just are going to put them down underneath the string, preferably. And we're going to make sure the measurements between them are going to allow us to take our board here and do a swipe on this side and a swipe on this side and still be able to be far enough apart to keep it level. As you can see, we're at a pretty good distance right here. The other measurement we're going to have to make sure on is the distance between the tracks. We're just going to take a measurement from inside to inside on one side and then reposition it for the other side. Now I'm just shy of 15 inches, so I'm going to actually move this so the inside edge is at 15 inches, as is that one. We're going to go to the other side and do the same thing over here on this side and just make sure it's 15 inches. And when you're moving these pipes, make sure you only move one side. Otherwise, you're going to have to redo the measurement on the other side. To do that, just pick it up a little bit as you move it, and you should be keeping the other side pretty even. Okay, that's 15 inches on both sides. So now that we've gotten our pipe laid, we're actually going to take our level and just check our levels in 2 different directions, this way and this way. The reason is we want the sand to be smoothed out perfectly level if we can get it that way, so there isn't too much work when we start placing the bricks. So to do that, we're just going to put again our level about centered, and in seeing this, I've actually got a slight hump in the center that is causing it to be off a little bit. So we're just going to dig this side of the track down a little bit more until I can get it at that perfect level. Okay, and there we are. I seem to have a hump right in the center here, so I'm just going to push the stone aside a little bit in order to get that to be smoothed out a little bit more. Again, you have such a thick base of stone and sand in order to compensate for problems on either one of them, so it's not too much of a concern at this moment. Now we're going to check the other one. Okay, now I have both tracks perfectly level. This way, we have to check this way in order to make sure that we're still doing pretty well. Okay, that's perfectly level there. And we're going to actually check the measurement here again to see how we're doing. We're almost good. that's back to level. Let's check the side again. Okay, now that is actually level as well. So we're going to take this down to the other end here. We just want to make sure that down here is level as well, and there's no twisting going on. And that's good. So now we have all four sections level, so we can start pouring our sand at this time. I'm going to take my compactor and just one more time go where I've been walking to stamp down the stone. Otherwise the sand may go in unevenly. Just make sure you don't hit the tracks, otherwise you're going to cause some problems with leveling again. Now pouring the sand is actually a very easy part of it. This is a very fine sand, specifically for Brick Pavers. And I'm just going to get it started here by spreading out some of the sand to begin with. Then we'll take our board and smooth it over. I can literally just push this, and it will smooth the sand out to the depth that I want to get. Okay, and now we actually have our sand spread out here pretty flat. The next thing we're going to do is actually take the pipes and get them out of here. You're going to see that there is a little bit of a track going on. The next thing we're actually going to do is stamp it down again to make compact it down. So when we get done with the compacting, we're going to take our metal pipes, lay them out again, and do it all over again. So at this point, we've actually gone ahead and have our first layer of sand out. We're going to put the metal pipes out again and start the second layer. This actually may take two or three times in order to get it up to the level we need. And each time you do this, you have to do all your measuring, leveling again. So you have to measure your widths between the tracks, the level of each track, and then cross the tracks on at least the front and the back.